In the heart of the South China Sea lies a small, seemingly insignificant shoal. But beneath its tranquil waters and unassuming appearance, the Scarborough Shoal is a flashpoint for one of the most contentious geopolitical conflicts of our time. This is a story of power, sovereignty, and strategic dominance. A story where nations clash over rights and territories, where historical claims meet modern ambitions. Welcome to the rising tensions. The US and Philippines challenge China in the Scarborough Shoal. To understand the present, we must first look to the past. The Scarborough Shoal, known as Huangyan Dao in China and Panatag Shoal in the Philippines, has a complex history. For centuries, it was a navigational marker for fishermen from various nations, a no-man's land in the vast expanse of the sea. The shoal came under Spanish control when they colonized the Philippines in the 16th century, later passing to American hands after the Spanish-American War. Post-World War II, the Philippines emerged as an independent nation, and the Scarborough Shoal fell within its territorial boundaries. Strategically located, the Scarborough Shoal sits at the crossroads of crucial maritime routes. It is rich in fishery resources and potential underwater oil and gas reserves. Control over this area means not only economic benefits, but also significant military advantages. For China, it is part of their 9-line claim, a vital area for their territorial and military expansion. For the Philippines, it is a lifeline for their fishing communities and a matter of national sovereignty. For the United States, it represents a critical point in maintaining freedom of navigation in international waters. The dispute over the Scarborough Shoal took a legal turn in 2013 when the Philippines brought a case against China to the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. In 2016, the court ruled in favor of the Philippines, stating that China's claims had no legal basis under international law. What is the history of the Scarborough Shoal dispute? The Scarborough Shoal dispute between the Philippines and China has its roots in the early 1990s, when China began building structures on stilts on Mischief Reef, which was followed by further construction elsewhere. The Philippines formally protested these actions, but China disregarded the protests. The Philippines eventually brought the issue to the Permanent Court of Arbitration, PCA, at The Hague in the Netherlands in January 2013. By July 2016, the ruling favored their claims over China's, stating that China's expansive claims in the South China Sea, including those related to Scarborough Shoal, have no basis in international law. The dispute has continued to escalate, with China maintaining a presence within the shoal and the Philippines asserting its sovereignty over the area. The Philippines has also taken measures to enforce its sovereignty, including the removal of a floating barrier installed by the Chinese Coast Guard. The Scarborough Shoal dispute is significant because it involves the sovereignty of the shoal and the surrounding waters, which are believed to be rich in marine resources. The Philippines claims that the shoal is within its exclusive economic zone, EEZ, while China asserts that it is part of its territorial waters based on historical claims. However, China rejected the ruling, maintaining its historical claims and continuing its activities in the region. This legal victory for the Philippines did little to change the on-ground reality, setting the stage for further tensions and confrontations. As diplomatic efforts faltered, military posturing intensified. The United States, a long-standing ally of the Philippines, increased its presence in the South China Sea, conducting freedom of navigation operations to challenge China's expansive claims. China, in turn, fortified its positions, building artificial islands and deploying military assets to the region. The Scarborough Shoal, once a quiet fishing ground, is now a hotspot of military activity, with warships and fighter jets patrolling its skies and waters. Amid the rising tensions, diplomatic channels remained active. Bilateral and multilateral talks aimed at de-escalation were held, involving not only the primary parties, but also ASEAN nations and other international stakeholders. The United States reaffirmed its commitment to the Mutual Defense Treaty with the Philippines, while China pushed for bilateral negotiations and regional cooperation frameworks. The Philippines, balancing its security concerns with economic ties to China, navigated a complex diplomatic landscape. Beyond the geopolitical and military dimensions, the Scarborough Shoal conflict has a profound human impact. Filipino fishermen who have relied on these waters for generations. In the vast expanse of the world's oceans, where the horizon meets the sky, carrier strike groups emerge as titans of naval prowess. These formidable assemblies, central to the United States Navy's strategic might, command the seas with a fusion of technology, power, and precision. Carrier strike groups offer tremendous offensive capability, a marvel of versatility and strength. Imagine them as the Swiss Army knives of the sea, equipped with numerous tools to handle a variety of situations, each integral to maintaining global maritime stability. At the heart of each group lies an aircraft carrier, a floating fortress of unmatched scale and capability. This Leviathan is surrounded by a phalanx of supporting vessels, which typically include at least one cruiser, destroyer, or frigate. Together, these ships create a formidable defensive and offensive network. Accompanying these giant vessels are approximately 7,500 dedicated personnel. These men and women are the lifeblood of the Carrier Strike Group, each playing a crucial role in its operation. Their dedication and expertise ensure the group remains a well-oiled machine, ready to respond to any challenge. Central to the strike group's offensive might is the Carrier Air Wing, comprising 65 to 70 aircraft, each a marvel of modern aviation. This air wing can project power across great distances. From fighter jets to electronic warfare planes, the diverse array of aircraft provides the Carrier Strike Group with unmatched versatility. The aircraft perform a variety of missions, including air superiority, ground attack, reconnaissance, and anti-submarine warfare. Their presence significantly enhances the strike group's ability to project power and maintain control over vast maritime regions. Occasionally, the naval entourage is augmented by the stealthy presence of submarines. These silent hunters add an additional layer of security and offensive capability, making the Carrier Strike Group an even more formidable force. The combination of surface ships, submarines, aircraft, and dedicated personnel makes the Carrier Strike Group a cornerstone of U.S. naval strategy. It embodies a perfect blend of flexibility, firepower, and precision. Historically, Carrier Strike Groups have played pivotal roles in major conflicts, demonstrating their ability to adapt to various combat scenarios. Their presence alone serves as a powerful deterrent, signaling U.S. resolve and capability to allies and adversaries alike. In peacetime, these groups also contribute to humanitarian missions, disaster relief, and international cooperation. Their versatility is not just in combat, but in fostering global stability and providing aid when needed. The Carrier Strike Group offers tremendous offensive capability and versatility. It's this adaptability that makes it an invaluable asset in any situation, much like a Swiss Army knife. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Scarborough Shoal conflict. Stay informed, stay engaged, and join the conversation about this critical issue. For more in-depth analysis and updates, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.